Welcome, I'm Kamaro Tetsuo, and Bandai Namco's newest anime fighter has been announced at E3 2018, Jump Force. With multiple interviews and gameplay footage released out into the wild for our weeaboo eyes to watch, well, I wanted to make this video explaining everything we know about the game so far, like the plot of the story, and explain the game's fighting mechanics to the best of my ability on one video. While the game looks visually impressive with loads of particle effects flying in our faces, characters from different franchises trying to destroy each other, and let's not forget about the explosions, now you're more than likely thinking and asking yourself at least one question, that question probably being, I really don't understand what's happening in this game, but it's legit. Nothing but hot fire. But let's face it, who am I kidding around here? The question you probably really want to ask and thinking about is, where the hell are my waifus? Alright, I'm getting a little cringy now, so I'll stop. It's time to get serious. So what kind of game is Jump Force? Jump Force is a 3-on-3 tag team action arena fighting game. The game is being made for the fans and to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the weekly Shonen Jump magazine. It'll be released on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. The game will also take advantage of the extra power the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X will have to offer for a better gameplay experience. A more realistic art direction for the graphics is also being used for the characters this time around, not the cel shade style that most modern anime games are taking as of late. It has been confirmed that the characters will be either heroes or villains from Shonen Jump mangas. As of right now, in the early E3 build of the game, a total of 6 characters are available from 3 different mangas. For Dragon Ball, you have Goku and Frieza. For Naruto, you have Naruto and Sasuke. And finally, from One Piece, you have Luffy and Zoro. In the reveal trailer for the game that was shown off at E3, you see Light and Ryuk from the Death Note franchise. However, they are not playable characters in the game as of right now. Bandai Namco did state that they will be doing their best to keep all the characters that are in the game on equal grounds. In other words, they don't want the super powerful characters to be better than the weaker characters. All the characters will be as balanced as possible. Let's talk about the story for the game, because it's actually going to be a big part of the game itself. Only a little is known for the plot of the story, but we do know that for reasons unknown, the anime manga worlds of all these Shonen Jump franchises are starting to merge with the real world. This is why you see heroes and villains fighting in places in the real world like New York City and Switzerland. Light and Ryuk has also been confirmed to have an important part in this story. What that part is still unknown. Other than that, a big, mighty, all-powerful villain will be the cause of many problems for everyone in the story. We don't know if this villain is going to be someone that already exists in the Shonen Jump universe, or if the villain will be an original creation for the game. What we do know is that this powerful villain will be the reason why the characters join forces in order to fight back. So now I'm going to start talking about the fighting mechanics. If this part of the video doesn't interest you, then it's okay to stop watching if you wish. Let me know what characters you want to see in the game, because Bandai Namco did say that there will be lots of character announcements incoming at a later date. This is a very early build of the game, so many of these things may or more than likely will change. Your team will consist of 3 characters. You will only be able to control 1 character at a time. The other 2 characters will serve as assist characters until you press a button to switch with one of them. You can switch with either one of your assist characters anytime you want, even while you're being hit with a combo by your opponent. Your assist will come flying in and you will instantly start controlling your new character. Your old character will jump out as soon as they're able and will become your assist. This will absolutely serve as a combo breaker of some sort. You can also use your assist character as actual assists, meaning you can call on them to just jump in a battle in order to do an attack. After the attack is over, they'll leave the battlefield. This is a great feature you'll be able to use to extend your combos. Of course, every time you use an assist attack or switch characters, your assist will enter a cooldown, meaning you won't be able to use them until a short amount of time passes. Now, your team's life bar is the big orange bar that is next to the icon of the character you are controlling. This is a shared life bar for all 3 characters for your team. If you lose this life bar, your whole team loses. Switching characters does not change your life. Underneath your team life bar is your super meter bar. You can build this bar up by hitting your opponent, and you can raise it up to a maximum of 5 bars. Every character in the game will have 3 supers that they can perform. Each super will cost 2 bars of meter in order to do a super attack. Frieza's 2-bar supers are Death Beam, This Time You Might Die, and Death Saucer. His Death Ball is a finisher move from what I can tell. I am not 100% sure how these finisher moves work, but I am assuming that you can only use them if you're able to kill your opponent with them. Your characters also have the ability to transform or awaken. You can manually activate your transformation once the meter that goes around your character's portrait icon is filled up all the way. It's a little hard to see this one. Once you transform, you'll gain new moves and supers from what I can tell. You also have a circular stamina icon on the bottom of the screen. This is used for evading attacks and also for dashing forward and backwards from your enemy. There is also a clash mechanic in the game that activates as soon as both your opponent and yourself dash towards each other at the same time. A perfect guard mechanic is also in the game that will stun your enemy for a short time if you time your block just right. The perfect guard can quickly make you go from defense to offense. This will be a great mechanic and one that you'll definitely want to learn when the game comes out. And finally, stage transitions. You have full control over this. In order to hit your opponent into a stage transition, all you need to do is land 2 back-to-back charged smash attacks. These smash attacks can also be used to break your opponent's guard if they're blocking way too much. That's all the mechanics I was able to figure out by observing the gameplay footage. Like I said, all the gameplay is from a very early build of the game and will absolutely change, I'm sure, over time. Nonetheless, I still found it pretty fun to observe the mechanics in order to see why things are happening when they're happening. And with that, I'll go ahead and end this video. This game is one of my top games announced for E3 2018, and I will be following it closely in order to report with more information in the future. So if that's the sort of thing that interests you, feel free to subscribe if you wish. And, like always, rock on!